Welcome again, everybody, to the Imperial Cup Series. Pricks of Pavement. These guys are going to throw it down here. We're going to have some fun. Look at that. Scooby's driving there. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Brad, the Great Dane. He's throwing it down. He is sitting in 10th right now. Wouldn't you know, that top spot belonging to this young man right here, Thomas Gould, sitting in the pole position at the moment. You guys got a few moments left here before getting underway here. Under a minute here. old Dan Stevens is putting it down. He's out there giving it a go right now. Keeping it clean. Lay down a lap there. We got one in. That's qualifying here. These guys are going to get underway. Bill Cook in the house. Amy, what's going on? And Dandelion, as always. Look like the old conductor himself, Thomas Gould. The Gould train. I believe he is going to start this one up at the front. And right by him, I think the Martian, his teammate there, KT. Hey, hey, hey. Is that how that goes? Or is it like, hey, hey, hey? Hey, hey, hey. I don't know. How do you, hey, hey, hey? How do you, hey, hey, hey? I do it like, hey, hey, my, my. Uh-oh. Travis Butt in the back here. He's going to make some friends up, climb through the field here. We'll see if he can do it with this Watkins Glen track. A little tricky here. The Imperial Cup Series. Pricks of Pavement gonna give their shot here at Watkins Glen as that 97 car. He's on the grid. He is ready to get going with this one here tonight. Who else is ready? I'm ready. Hey, hey, hey. Amy, that's what she says. These guys firing it up, getting them ready. Drivers, start your engines. The Martian is out. KT's ready to go here. He's got Thomas there as well. Here's the Martian. These guys are about to get it underway here. It's gonna be a fun one. No question about that. Thank you all for tuning along with us here today. Can't thank you guys each and every time so much. You guys mean so much to us here at www.bwsports1.com. These guys, the excitement is ready. Barb, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Once Rennie gets on here, we'll show her that. You name it. 39 machine. Thomas getting ready. These guys are pumped. They're fired up. Like I said, I hope you are too. What do you think? Looking good. You guys are about ready to get this all fired off and underway here. Give her the corn. Racing out to his BX These guys are gonna dive into this first turn here. Let's see if any madness ensues here. It looks like they keep it smooth, keep it steady there. Thomas Gould moving onward there. K2 right behind him on that uphill battle. Whoa! We got some damage there. The 99 coming uphill. Parking lot, parking lot, parking lot. Guys, get away from that. Let's take a look back real quick. Coming up the top of that hill. Did it take the Dane? I think it got the Dane. It got the Dane. Baby. See if old Brandhow Dane falls off here. Stillwell and Stevens spinning there as well. Let's take a look back here. We'll keep it moving. Green flag as it's just the local cautions here tonight. But let's see what happens. Hitting the bus stop area, getting into the curbs. The 57 machine getting into the 9 and a whoopsie. Brad blowing through it. Making it through, doing a good job here. These guys pushing forward onto the second of 60 laps here tonight. And again, thank you all so much for joining along with us here and having some fun, darn it. We're having a good old time. The 32 machine, is that the 37? 37 machine getting off the track there, leaving a little speed. And see here now if the 9, 64 can get up there and make something happen as Thomas out to a 4.2 second lead over Ross Tatum right now. There's the gap. Woo, baby, I like it when you do that right there. From the 13th turn, I don't care. Thomas Gould shaking it. Watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what you're working with. He came in with the exhaust in his hands. Make me put the steering wheel in your mouth. Lap 3 of 60, Thomas Gould. Come on, Thomas. Flashing back from Nürburgring. Nürburgring. The Nürburgring. I can't even say it. Darn it. I'm getting flashbacks here from that word starts with the N. It's in Germany there. These guys pushing onward. Thomas, he's doing a great job. Ross Tatum catching a bit there. Grant Parr, Austin Anderson, and the great Dane himself. Round out that top 5 right now. The Martian behind the Dane. Look at Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Talk about comfort while watching. Look at Scooby go. Come on, Scooby-Doo. I see you. The Martian's coming for you now. See, we got a battle here as it looks like Travis Butt making his way through. Staring down that number 3 machine of Chris Downing. There's Anthony. Look at this, Anthony. Are you ready? Is she watching? Because we got a battle out here. It's the Great Dane and the Martian. Look at that. The Mystery Machine is right. Oh, no. Put it back on the track. Put it back on the track. He's got buddy Shaggy running out there with him. Shaggy. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. He's out there. Look at that. Riding in that Rennie Strong Mystery Machine. Ask and thou shalt receive. Rennie meaning so much to so many people there. Hopefully you like it, Rennie. I got one made just like it, but Shaggy's on my side since he's the Dane and I'm Shaggy. That's how we do. We're buddies. We're teammates. These guys pushing onward here is Austin Anderson trying to catch Grant Parr for that 3rd place spot at the moment. Let's go back to Zachary Stone in the wall there. Let's take a look back at this and see what happened here. put him off and around that bus stop. Going to be a tricky one here. So looks like he's trying to give a little room, had to shoot it. You hit that curb. We've seen a couple people already today. They get into that and they get around quick. See if we got any other action out here on the track. Christopher Wade in that 53 in 7th now. He's looking forward. He's got the Great Dane in his sights. Travis doing some moving here in that 24 machine. Chris Downing here closing in on Christopher Wade, who's closing in on the Dane. Great Dane, I should say. See if he can close back into the Martian up there, KT. As Grant Parr, Austin Anderson still battling it out there. We're watching Christopher Wade close it into Brad Haldane and Chris Downing. It looks like Wade, a bit of connection there, having a little bit of an issue. So these guys are going to move it back up here. He falls back to 10th. He's still moving, not sure what happened there. So now Downing has about 0.8 seconds to that gap to the Great Dane up in front of him. Lap 6 of 60. Thomas Gould still out in front here tonight. Let's go in with Austin Anderson now, the Cookie Monster, and see what he's got rocking as he is in that 4th place at the moment, trying to close into 3rd place. Driver Grant Parr there trying to make some motion around and get something going there. Anderson closing in here on Grant Parr. You also see Ross Tatum just a little ways up there. We'll keep it here and see what we can see here with these guys. Takes a lot of concentration here at the Watkins Glen, at the Glen here. Almost said the Watkins Glen. At the Glen. A lot of concentration needed to put down a solid run here. We are lap 8 of 60, and there will be a yellow flag at the end of lap 30. So when that leader crosses the line at lap 30, the yellow flag will fly. Anybody a lap down will get their way around, and they'll go back to racing shortly after that. So they kind of close up the field and give these guys another chance at it. That's what will happen here today. Still trying to close into that 48 of Grant Parr, doing a great job here. At 9 to 60. They're pushing on. They're feeling it now. Getting a little warm behind the wheel. Starting to feel the pressure here of each right, each left. Trying to remember turn 7 against turn 2. So on and so forth there. Closing in inch by inch. We have Watts Anderson reel in third place here. That 48 machine. What a job he is doing. Can we get to 100 tonight? We're almost halfway there. Hit that share button for these drivers out there and show the world these guys are getting it done here tonight. 57 machines still out there running. You got the 74 Trowbridge out in front of them. Trowbridge having a hard time getting the car started. They finally get that bad boy fired up. Thomas 14 seconds ahead of Ross Tatum and gang here. Look at this. Ross Tatum, Grant Parr, the Cookie Monster himself, Austin Anderson. You guys are very close together. KT not far behind here as well. Got some good movement here at the Glen. These guys are pushing down hard as looks like Austin Anderson gonna take that P3 away. Let's take a look back at the pass that made it happen. Anderson coming around the straightaway here, crossing the line into that first turn. Gives turn 1 just absolute hell and catches that 48 machine. Going off track a little bit, so definitely helping his cause there, but teammate 48 machine of Grant Parr gonna let Cookie Monster get on by for now and not battle him out, slow the guys both up there. Good job by the 48 and the 023 for being right there to capitalize on that incident. Look through the field. Here's the Great Dane is closing in to Chris Downing now. Up in front of him as Travis Button made his way through the field. He is slicing. He is dicing. He is cutting it up here. You got Travis, KT, and the Great Dane on the screen right now. You see Christopher Wade popping in and out there as well as they come across the line yet again. Another lap here complete at the Glen. Take a look inside the vehicle and watch the composure there of Brad Haldane. Go inside the cockpit and move up to Chris Downing here as he is closing into that 24 machine of Travis. But I get you. Downing battling hard here. He's working hard for the money. so hard, honey, honey. Number 3, white Good Ranch vehicle trying to get around that 24 machine, make something work. Behind them, the 39 of the Great Dane. Hold on to stay. Pushing on. Doing a phenomenal job here. That 39 machine capitalizing on being a solid road course driver here. Great Dane cutting it through the bus stop here. You still got to watch as he's got Downing out there as well. Or, sorry, Christopher Wade behind him. Downing's in front of him. Thomas Gould, Austin Anderson, Grant Parr. KT can round out the top 5. Look for this one. Ross Tatum trying to close into that 48 machine now. So 48 now closing back in on teammate and Cookie Monster, the 23. Sounds miserable. Hey, I'm a transmission man. I could help you. Get it back out there. Lap 15 of 60, halfway through this first stage here. And the Gould train running out. Just absolutely phenomenal here at the moment. They're going in. They're going to get some pits, some rubber, some fuel. Call it good here for the second part of this first stint. Where are you tuning in from? Where are you watching? Let me know in the comments below. Like I said before, I cannot thank you guys enough for coming out here and having some fun with good old Tommy here. I'm just a good old boy. Yeah. What's going on, Aaron Roach? How's it going? I can only imagine. As Thomas, the leader, coming into the pits here, lap 16 of 60. Second place, Ross Tatum following suit. Now the Great Dane in third place. Should take over the top spot here is Thomas pulling out of pits now, maybe. Brad's pulling in though. Christopher Wade catching up here to the leader, Thomas Gould. So Thomas goes in first, comes out first, gets out before any of these guys do. So that just extends this great run he is having here. KT in 10th, gonna let these tires get back under him. It's a little cold. You gotta be careful, you gotta be cautious here. '95 machine, KT doing a great job out there. Randy Cornwell in that 22, trying to catch up. The Great Dane in there as well. Awfully fine here. A lot of practice went into this week. JT shooting that bus stop there. It looked like he was catching the 24 of Travis, but not yet. Not yet. He's going to have to give it a little bit longer before pushing onward here. Like I said, though, we will have a halfway caution. He needs a Scooby snack. Scooby-Dooby-Doo! I'm more the Shaggy, Rennie. You met me. You saw the hair. Like Scoobs. He can really use a Scooby snack right now. The 95 trying to push up into that 24 of Travis Butt, driving that Rennie Strong pink machine out here. Trying to make something happen there for that little girl. Raising awareness for childhood leukemia there each and every day. Thomas Gould in the front, doing a little dance. Make a little love. Taking off with it. Ooh, 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 taking off with it. Jonathan Woods and Christopher Wade yet to pit here. Let's see if Christopher goes in this time. He does. Jonathan will more than likely follow suit there. He does. So Austin Anderson going to make his way up into P2 now. Grant Parr in third. Ross Tatum fourth. Going at it here. Grant Parr getting a little loose on that exit. Trying to bring it back onto the track, and Ross Tatum about getting around him. Woes it back down, though. Going to give it a try here. Possibly at that bus stop, but Grant Parr taking off here. You see, watch their closing rate when you got the guy braking in front of you. It looks like I got him, but then they hit the gas before you. So they're off. They're back at it. A little yo-yo effect, if you will. And this is one of those spots in the track where you can really push it down and make something work. I'm used to him going left right there. I'm on the open wheels here. We don't go this way. Slowing it down, lowering it down. You can see that section in the track that looked a little different color there, kind of like it's paste on top of there. What that is these cars at road courses, they travel those lines so much. That's where all the track wear really takes it. The track takes its most wear, I should say. That's where they've replaced it in the past. So you can see these spots. That's really where you want. It's kind of like a sign for these guys, like, hey, hit the turn here. Kind of a little symbol where the cars have traveled so much before in the past there. So on top of your normal rubber line that you look for, you also want to look for things like that at a road course to kind of help you out throughout the day, if you will. But these guys pushing onward here is Grant Parr closing in on the 37 machine. Gonna let him go by and give him that one. That's Kevin Kaufman. Trying to see. Hit any target for 0. That's right, 0 bonus points there. Let's see if Kaufman can get out and around the 21 machine. Ross Tatum in front of him here. A quarter of the way through this one, lap 20 of 60. Thomas out to a almost 30-second lead on the field here. Woo-hoo-hoo-wee. Zero bonus points. That's right. Zero. A? Zero. No, not eight. A. No, zero. Gosh, sometimes it's so hard talking to Brad. The Great Dane, baby, getting it done here. Haldane pushing forward, trying to make it all work, make it all happen. See the view of the drivers. That turn is giving Brad some fits here today. Look throughout the field as we got a battle here. 4th place. Thomas is a very plain guy. He likes it very simple, very easy. 21 machine catching up to the 48 Grant Parr. We'll see if he can continue his rise to power. Just look how smooth that 97 takes that bus stop. Not to put him on blast here, but we're going to watch 2nd place now. And we're going to watch his entrance into this bus stop here. Remember Thomas's line here. Austin running a very smooth one there as well. Let's see if 3rd place Grant Parr keeping that nice and smooth. Let's see if the Martian can do it too. You're seeing that's why these guys are up and near the front, is that 95 keeping it nice and smooth through there as well. Rennie's loving it. She's on the big screen watching CWTV here tonight. Rennie, thank you as always. You're like one of the best followers, best viewers we got here on CWTV. You and your dad. These guys crossed the line lap 23 of 60. Ross Tatum falling back a little as he was closing into Grant Parr there. Grant holding a solid line here at the moment. We still got 9 guys on the lead lap here. And a track like this, that's saying a good amount. These guys are pushing on, doing pretty good here today. Better than you would think. A lot of dirt guys, because I will say, I shouldn't say a lot of these guys. Some of these guys come from the Monsters of Dirt, the mother series, if you will, of this Pricks of Pavement. So pretty interesting to watch these guys put it around the Glen here today and make something happen. As Brad Haldane trying to close into KT McCann here. He's got about 3 seconds, 3.5. KT and Kevin going at each other here. Lap 24 of 60. Thomas School to a 34-second lead. Ooh, baby. Had the hiccups. Baby. Whoa! Brad better whip it. Whip it good because Thomas is catching the Great Dane and crew. Not too far off him. We'll see if he can catch him before the yellow flag comes out and flies here. Again, just look how awesome that mystery machine is looking. Rennie Strong. You can't ask for much better. You got a Rennie Strong ride, you're looking fly. And Brad coming out here today and having a great run. Is Brad very good taking on to road courses. Sometimes that he may not even have a lot of practice on there. So I know he's ran Watkins Glen before. I know he's used to that, but these cup cars in this road course, not an easy combination. As Christopher Wade is now closing in on the 24 machine of Travis, but we'll see if he can get him close up into him there. Preston taught KT everything he knows. Hopefully not how to blink. If that's the case, you taught him a little too well. Taught him a little too well. As there's the 95 right there. And giving a shout out to Chummy, Andrew, and everybody else over there at Hoosier Racing. It's like Travis coming out of that slow. Let's take a look at what happened to that 24 machine. Whoa, no, whoopsie. 24 machine spinning around here, coming into the bus stop. See, coming in hot. Looked like he was going to save it there for a moment. Thomas, 36-second lead, and there's the difference between him and Christopher Wade. Coming across, it's 27 of 60, so we got 4 laps before this one is under caution for a competition yellow. Gonna bunch the field up, get them back underway, and go from there. KT actually doing a decent job holding on to 6th place at the moment. Down and getting around Woods there. He's gonna push on. Thomas is coming. Not much room separates Thomas and the next person down the line there, the 53 of Christopher Wade, who just so happens to be the final person on the lead lap at the moment. Lap 28 of 63 laps here until we throw that yellow flag and launch them back up, and everybody situated and all good to go here. Austin Anderson there. Again, not too far ahead of leader Thomas Gould. These guys just need to take a step back. Step back. My goodness. These guys just need to take a step back and breathe, as do I here. Come this yellow break and who's Frada? Thomas has got some guys a little flustered here. 36 seconds out in front of second place there, almost half a lap. John Etheridge there going off track, and Thomas taking it slow and steady around, making sure nothing causes him to get a little messed up there. We continue to push on. We got somebody else in the rocks there, the 37. Bonus points to himself. If you get yourself there. 97 pushing onward. John gonna get a lap back there, pushing in front of the 97. These guys got one lap to go before that yellow flag flies here. See if Etheridge can remain on that lap that will get the wave around. Check back in on the 39 as he's still pushing forward on the lead lap, doing a great job there, as is the 3. The 21, 48, the 023 is going to pit now. Interesting strategy here by the 023. We'll get his lap back. I'm trying to figure out why, unless he just absolutely couldn't keep it out there. We'll see, though, as he'll take control of the board there. Maybe that's why he did it, to get in front of Thomas. Maybe make Thomas get a little flustered trying to go around him. Who knows? We'll see how it winds out for that 023 of Mr. Austin Anderson. Is right now they are coming across the line here, and Thomas Gould is going to take this first stage. These guys gonna take a breather, blow it back down, and we'll be back to racing here in just moments. But first, check out the Butt Kicker Gamer 2 here. The Butt Kicker Gamer 2, who feel that you've been missing, and immerse yourself in the game. We got one to go. These guys going to get it back under action here after this. And we actually got 12 laps or 12 cars on the lead lap here. Still going to fire back away. Lap 34 of 60 when we get back to the green. The beginning had its moments. But they've done a pretty decent job here at Watkins Glen. I think it's scaring a good amount of people here. It's definitely the intimidation factor tonight is the track. Not, Thomas is definitely a little bit intimidating being out there as he ran that first stage, I should say, out to 38-second lead over the field. So very, very impressive there. Oh, they whoa it back down here. Gonna be a couple more before firing back underway here. Giving everybody some extra time to catch back up to the field. Aaron saying, what's a race without Crashy? It's a valid question. It's like when Tony Stewart said after a Talladega race once, he was like, well, maybe we'll just go backwards. Had halfway, and obviously the race isn't over till everybody's done crashing. That's what everybody wants to see. That's what we'll give them. We'll give him a good run. He didn't run it, Nick. It's not on. He said you took too long. You took too long, yeah. You took too long, yeah. No, I'm joking. It looks phenomenal. There it is. The 39. Look at that. It's Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Nick saying, what? No, chill out there, Hot Rod. He did. Coolest thing in my mind is that right there. Good old checkers and wreckers in the Scooby font. That's pretty neat, sir. Pretty neat. Check him out if you need any work there. Nick Van. Nick, he's our man. If he can't do it, well, then Tommy Boy probably can. That's what I say. Rennie's telling the 24 to work with the Dane. Work with the Dane. You got to work with the Dane. It'll be lap 35 of 60 when these guys get back and underway here. Can anybody catch that 97? When they fire off, it could be a waving a goodbye out the window, saying, I bid you adieu. Farewell, adieu, to say adieu to you, and you. Bill Cook, you're the man. Appreciate it. These guys about to get it back underway with the action here. I'm excited. You're excited. We're excited. You're all excited. Hey, as there goes the pace car. These guys are getting going. Travis getting a little heat there from, looked like that was Kevin. Kevin making his way back up through the field, but he's a couple down as Travis getting around the 39 there of the Great Dane. They're coming up that uphill battle. Do you say that like you say, hey, it's green. The 39 machine pushing. Push it. Push it real good. The 39 doing a great job at the moment. Woo-wee. What more could you ask for on a Sunday night than two running strong drivers here in the top 10? Travis Butt, Brad Haldane, right next to each other right now. Pushing onward. And Thomas Gould has that bad boy out to a 2.8 second lead already. And the Cookie Monster trying to close it into teammate and competitor there in the series. They're very close to each other in points. You got Grant Parr out in front of Sir Cooks here. Cookie Monster. Right behind them, Ross Tatum trying to make something happen. See if that 21 can get around Anderson here as they're slipping and swerving there going into the famed bus stop here at the Glen. And the 21 falling back just a hair there. Christopher Wade and Jonathan Woods battling this one out for P9 now. No, I have not, Aaron. That's what one of these guys asked me. He's like, how bad did you fanboy when you got to do that? I was like, man, I'm pretty sure everybody heard something hit the table. Randy Cornwell. Like he lost it there. Ooh, taking it off the track. But what a catch there by the Reese's Cup himself. Good run there. Grant Parr, 5.3 seconds behind first place. Thomas Gould there. Choo-choo! And 97 doing it. The Gould train. Out in front. He collected all of his tickets a long time ago. Now he's moving on. He's taking this bus to a whole nother destination here is Ross Tatum and Chris Downing fighting this one off here. Fighting it out, I should say. They'll cross the line. It'll be lap 39 of 60. Woo-wee. Gotta love a good throwdown here. It's 38 of 60. I apologize. Gotta love a good throwdown here at the Glen. As John Etheridge, Christopher Wade going into the pits there. Christopher is going to be the last car on the lead lap at the moment. 12 cars on the lead lap. Check back in with the Gould train there as he puts it close to the grass, but he's good. He's good to go. 48 machine, 6 seconds behind Thomas there. Austin Anderson, another almost 2 seconds behind Grant Parr in second there. Phenomenal run here by these mostly dirt guys here tonight. Look at this. These guys putting on a decent show here in the top 10, at least the second through 8th. Grant Parr all the way through Travis Butt, holding on steady. Awfully close to each other here. As Downing trying to catch Ross Tatum now. Watch that Monster Energy number 21. See if he can get into stay away from that number 3. Keep the number 3 away from him. You don't want to get in there. You don't want to be up there. That 3's coming awfully close there. This bus stop showing Who's got those technical moves, who can really whip it through there, gain a good amount of speed. KT closing in here. Him and Brad both sailing off that corner a little hot there. Lap 40 of 60 now. Watching KT hunt down Brad here quick. KT getting there onto Brad's backside there very quick. We'll hop in here with KT, check the front side here, and look at Brad's behind. So not only do you have to obviously run a nice smooth line there being behind somebody, but you have to adjust your race to theirs as well. As you see here, Brad out there, he's running his line. He knows KT is a good driver here, and if KT wants to get around him, he's going to have to get out there. He's going to have to make a move. So Brad gets that comfort of using his own line, his own race here to really control KT back behind him. KT got something in his eye. He's blinking. Friends don't let friends apex early, Aaron. You know it. You want to watch good apexes. Let's look at Thomas Gould running that 97 machine out in the front. Watch him just take this and do some damage with it. He has got a 9-second lead over the field. You talking about running your own race here. The 97 is doing just that today. Just phenomenal. That blue 97 looking sharp as ever. Chris Downing, Ross Tatum awfully close together here. Ross also closing in on the Cookie Monster. As these guys will be closing in. Doing an Ambrose out here. See if these guys can close in the gap to the 023 machine of Austin Anderson there as Brad falling back from this group a bit. He's out in 6th as KT closing in on him. Whoa, baby. 37 got a little loose. He's going to let KT on by there. Broadcaster's curse. Whoopsie. He's still moving. Keeps it going. Is sure these guys feeling it in the tire section now. Like I said, we should be coming to see some stops here for that last time here at the Glen today. KT's got some pushing to do to catch that number 3 of Chris Downing here, as they are charging on that uphill stint here. Coming around to the bus stop. See if Chris can close the gap between him and that 21 machine in front. Ross Tatum there. It's a very fast part of the track here. As you get off it, you out of that bus stop and you get on it. You get on it. You're on it, on it, on it. Woo, whoa it down there. The 3, he's looking. Trying to find that spot where he can come around and take it here. Can he get it done? Still battling. That number 3 trying to find anywhere here he can make a move and close in up in front of these guys. The 023. Whoa! Right as I say that, let's go back here and see what happened between these two. As he found that time, he's going to jump for it. Look like the 21 closing in then on the number 3 machine. Let's take one more look at it from the bird's eye view. Up in the air, we're watching the 3 close in on that 21 machine here. Ross Tatum, Chris Downing battling out. Chris getting that good run. Maybe skidding just a hair. Not sure who you put that one on there. We'll see if these guys can get anything going, as they're, I guess you could say, lucky, as they you could say lucky, I'm sorry, because they were going to have to pit here soon. So Austin Anderson 14 seconds behind the the 97 of Thomas Gould. John coming out of the pits here. Try to find some battling out here in the field, as it looks at this moment. These guys are fairly spread out, as Grant Parr trying to close in now. Keep an eye on that 48 machine here. He's got a vehicle behind him with some fresh tires there as well. John closing up into the 48 and makes the attempt to go around, but those tires still cold and finds himself trying to woe that car back under him. One, two, three, and she is out, ladies and gentlemen. Rennie out for the count here tonight. Thank you for tuning in, Rennie. Good night, sweet dreams. John still trying to work on that 48. Excuse me. Lap 49 of 60. And Thomas still pushing out in the front, doing a great job here. See if Thomas makes the move to bring it in here. What's going on, Greg? Oh, Greg! Excuse me. Travis is commenting right now. Unfortunately. He needed a back rub. So Thomas, again, enters in first. Gonna leave the pits in first as well. This man right here tonight is untouchable, folks. Can you smell what Thomas is cooking? No, you can't, actually, because Thomas is so far in front of you right now that you're not even getting a breeze of what poor guy's cooking. My goodness, he's fast tonight, Thomas. You're just putting on a smoke show. All you smell is burning rubber from Thomas. That's all you smell. Still pushing. Nobody, absolutely nobody in sight behind him. In front of him, he's got AC 2 skins there, Anthony Caudle. See if he's able to catch up to AC there. Get something done around there. It's 51 now of 60. Thomas kept it cool, kept it clean this long. We'll see if he can keep it moving. Clinic is right. Try to find a battle out in the stands. Here's Randy Cornwell heading into the pitch here. Brad Haldane challenging that 53. He's going to get around him there, the 39. Cole Brown. He's the Scooby Snack for getting around him. Scooby-Dooby-Doo! The Great Dane sitting in P5. Doing a great job in that mystery machine. Back behind them, Jonathan Woods getting around Christopher Wade there. We are lap 52 of 60. Looks like Christopher's starting to fall back there. Let's see if Austin can catch up to him. Austin actually falling back a hair at the moment behind Jonathan Woods. Starting to catch him back up here. So that's, again, you'll see that yo-yo effect, if you will. Ross Tatum doing everything he can to close in on second place of Grant Parr. He's got a 3-second gap between them. Jonathan Woods trying to close in on the Great Dane. Watch from the backside here of the Great Dane and watch that number 10 machine for a bit. See if he can't catch the backside here. Reel him in. Still doing a great job as of now. You can see Brad catching up to KT here. And goodbye. See what happened to KT here. Whoopsie moment there. As KT without a front bumper. And that Great Dane caught very quickly there. How far do we have to go back to find it? Where'd you go, KT? Where'd you go? Oh, no. Whoopsie. I'll see what happened. You had something in your eye. Something in your eye. Haldane up to fourth place now. But he's got 17 seconds to him and the podium. It would be a hard one to get, but you never know. I've seen crazier things happen. That is for certain here. And old Scooby doing a great job out there today. Anderson behind him, holding on, saving that one. You see the rear end of the 023 getting a little loose. He's pushing it. He's trying to catch Brad there. Looks like Jonathan Woods and Randy Cornwell battling it out through the corner there. Check back behind there is Anderson. 3.8 seconds behind him. Ruby Roo. Ruby Dooby Doo. Five laps of action remain here today. 6 cars remain on the lead lap now. Haldane pushing out of that bus stop into the fast part of the track here, that back straightaway. He is, Erica. He is, unfortunately, for that 24. He's going to finish in the P16 spot tonight. She's gone probably. Bye, Erica. No, I'm joking. Erica's fantastic. We love her just as much as Travis does over here at CWTV. Just as much as we love each and every one of you for tuning along and having a good old time with us. Barb, Amy, Aaron, Greg, all you guys watching there. Greatly appreciate it. I can't tell you that enough. 4 laps remain, and this man right here has been untouchable, unpassable, uncatchable. Absolutely incredible tonight. The 97 of, whoa, I start talking, he gets a little loosey-goosey there. 97 scaring us all. A little Code Brown moment for everybody. Austin Anderson closing the gap between him and the Great Dane. Let's see if he can catch him. See Anderson closing in. He's like a shark back there. He's like the blue monster himself. And Brad is the plate of cookies. Me want cookie. That's what Anderson's saying right now. Brad's trying to run. Run fast as you can. You can't catch him because he's got Scooby snacks. He's the Scoob man. 3 laps here remain. The Great Dane 15 seconds behind third place, but he has Austin Anderson closing in awfully quick here. And this one hit those curbs, losing a little speed and getting a little unsettled through there. The 39 losing more and more ground here. You got to whip it. Whip it. Amy, get on him. Send Bok on him. Tell him you're going to make Bok for so long. If Brad don't get this in 4th years. Anderson is pushing. Anderson has caught the back end here of the Great Dane. They've crossed the line here. 2 laps remain. And it looks like the 39 is in trouble here. As Austin Anderson gonna push Brad there. Brad using every bit of the track and a little bit more. Comes back on there. He's gonna follow Anderson up the hill and into that bus stop here. Follow the 39 now as he falls back almost a second already. It's quick when that happens. Whoopsie. Tell him here comes Bok. 2 laps to go here. That 39 car is going to try to catch the 023, but it looks like that 023 has got some fresh rubber. And he's pushing out hard there. Starting to push the 39 out of sight, out of mind. And just focus on finishing this one, as it doesn't look like he's going to be able to really get much higher than where he is now. They're crossing the line here. One final lap remains here at Watkins Glen. Butt Kicker Gamer 2. Final lap is underway. Immerse yourself in the game and feel what you've been missing. Austin and Brad, again, both using every bit of the track and a little bit more, As we're watching Thomas Gould in the 97, running on empty, running by. Gonna put Johnny Woods right behind. Don't jail here. Don't. Oh, no. Thomas, you just relax. You relax, number 97. Relax. Don't do it when you want to go do it. Relax. Don't do it. But Thomas got to pass. Gets a little sideways off the exit there. Thomas Gould. Oh, man, many words could talk. I don't know what you could say. That just made me so nervous there watching him go around. And I'm going to tell him. You know I am. As the Gould train takes this one in an absolute dominant fashion here tonight. That 97 getting it done. The 48 going to come across the line here in second place. He should at least. Thomas finishing at least 42 seconds out ahead of the field here today. My goodness! You got Thomas, your winner here tonight. Second place is Grant Parr in the 48 machine. Ross Tatum's going to come across the line here in third. The 023 coming across that bad boy, fourth place. And P5 there in the 39, fighting for Rennie there, and the Rennie strong. The Great Dane, Brad Haldane. Those top five did a fantastic job here today, pushing on it and making something happen here at a track that not many can make work for them, especially in these heavier cup cars. Let's go to the Oralex interview loft, and we are going to chat with the drivers in the top three here today, as they did a great job. All three of these guys getting it done here today in absolute fashion. We'll see if we can't find them. Ross. Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Third place finisher, number 21, Ross Tatum. Do you have a copy, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm here. What's up?
Oh, and a fantastic run you had. You were battling it out there. It seemed like really second to sixth for a while there was very close, and a really good battle going on.
Yeah, definitely. There was about four of us that were running about the same times. I was too afraid to make a pass all night. I was afraid I was going to run into someone and wreck them.
Absolutely there. I know exactly what you're saying there. I can understand that 100% there. So, hey, just what does it take to really master this track like you did tonight and just put down a clean run overall? Because speed's one thing, but being able to control that speed at a track like this in these cars is a complete difference.
For me, it was kind of like Martinsville, man. It was just like holding an egg under your foot, just trying not to spin the wheels out of the corner. But, you know, I had nothing for Thomas, man. He was so good tonight. I don't know what he was doing, but it was amazing.
That's an understatement out there. He was the ghost of Watkins' past. I don't know, or maybe Watkins' future with how far he was out there. Goodness. He was just kind of a figment of your guys' imagination. But like I said, I mean, not to take away from what you guys did there, because that second to sixth run there, you guys were battling hard, battling strong. How'd the track feel, though, overall is it looked like we had a pretty cloudy day, so that probably helped with a little bit of the grip on the track.
Yeah, the clouds helped a lot, man, because I finally had some grip. A lot of the practice sessions we ran this week, I had no grip off the corner, but thank God for the clouds, that's for sure.
Hey, I would do the same thing. Set up every practice with the most intense, like 90-some degree heat, no clouds, all sun, and then come race day, get it a 60-some degree day and all clouds. Because by that time, you guys are ready for it. You're good to go. So talk about that, too, because it seemed like a lot more preparation also going into this race this week between the entire field here.
Oh yeah, for sure. I ran way too many laps this week here. I want to see Watkins Glen again, ever again.
Give it another one next season because he can't do the Glen now. He's just in another car. It's fine because trust me, I love open wheel cars, and the Indy car around here not a bad car to drive. So give it another try, just maybe with another vehicle. Because I'll tell you what, you guys wheel these things around. They're heavy. They're hard to wheel around, especially at a course like this.
I can't do them here. I can do the Mazdas all day. I can't do these cars.
Yeah, I think that just goes to like what I was saying there is that weight just meaning so much there. So, man, a fantastic race you have here tonight at the Glen. Who do you want to thank for getting it done?
Let's thank Coca-Cola and my wife for letting me race because she was about to kill me, I think, there the last 10 laps.
I think you were supposed to say the wife, then Coca-Cola. But, hey, who am I to judge? Just trying to help her out at this point. Ross is going to jump across and find old Tommy boy here and whoop me for saying that, though. Ross, a great run today. Congrats to you, sir.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. I think I just heard him get slapped. She said, you didn't thank me. You thank Coke first? I see how it is. I see how it is. Ross Tatum there getting that third-place finish. Congrats to him. We'll move to the second-place finisher here of good old Grandpa. Where's he at? Where you hiding, Grandpa? Not Grandpa, but Grandpa. What's going on? The second-place finisher tonight. Do you have a copy, sir?
Yes, sir. I got you.
I want to say you were the leader of points going into the race, so coming out, probably going to be still sitting there even after a very impressive finish by teammate Thomas Gould. Am I correct in that assumption there?
I believe that's right. We'll see. Came in here, worried about the points a little bit. First time on the track today. Just want to get out here and figure out track. And then when the race started, just wanted to get in a rhythm and try to figure out where we can run at. And got up there and was running top 5 and got up in the top 3 with my teammates and just kept it there the rest of the day. And started out of trouble and hit my marks and was able to come out with a solid second-place finish.
Absolutely. There's pretty exciting there to watch you and Austin Anderson battling it out there back and forth for a little bit there midway through that action here today. Why don't you run through what's it like battling with him at a track? Because we all know Austin is the dirt guy here, so I'm sure whether I'm not taking away from him because he had a very clean race, but it's still at the back of your mind you're thinking, man, this guy's a dirt guy. I don't know. He could sail one of these turns at any moment. He didn't, but he could have.
Yeah, I've ran with him enough to be comfortable running with him, so it's always fun running with him. But I think I had a better car on a short run. He had a better one on a long run. He'd run me back down. But, the road course, this is a whole lot different than what we do on a weekly basis. So it was fun to have somebody out there to compare to and run with. And we were kind of talking on the radio, going back and forth. He was helping me in sections I wasn't as good at, and I helped him in other sections. So it was fun battling with him. Real comfortable running with him. He's always fun to run with and real fast. So overall, it was real fun.
What was the best part of the track for you? Was it the bus stop? Was it that uphill S? What was your favorite part of this track here? Besides the checker.
I'm not sure what number it is, but the last corner before you come to the finish line, the last one there, I thought that was pretty good for me. I'd hit it pretty good.
Absolutely.
And yeah, and the S's, they were kind of I don't know. I don't think nobody was hitting right like Thomas was, but it was solid finish still. Good run with Austin, and glad Thomas picked up the win for Imperial.
Absolutely there. What a run it was, and congrats again to you there in that 48 machine, getting it done and having some fun. So thank you so much. And who do you want to thank for getting it done here today?
I'll start off by thanking John at Monster Dirt for hosting this race. Checkers and Records, Imperial Motorsports, all these guys, man, they make it a whole lot more fun and they teach you a lot. I'm glad I had the opportunity to come and run with them guys, and glad we were able to come out with a solid finish here today, and hopefully with the points at least too.
Absolutely. It should be awfully close, as I think that second place is Austin Anderson, who finished fourth there. So it'll be a close battle here going into the next week. Getting a little more familiar here back onto the ovals.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. Hopefully we can get another shot of the run.
Well, thank you so much, Grant Parr, and we'll move on and chat with today's winner, Thomas Gould here. The Gould Train. Let's see what he has got to say about this one here tonight. See, we'll get him in here. Give me just a second here. Just got to find these guys sometimes. Here he is, Thomas, the winner here tonight. Thomas, do you have a copy, sir? One of these days, they'll play along. I even messaged the guy. Thomas, I was trying to get Tim to do you again, but they never play along. They won't do it. I even messaged him this time, like, you are Thomas. Capital letters. It's like, play along. I guess next time I got to put a little wink emoji or something because, my goodness.
You might just have to create a script.
I didn't know you could talk. I figured it was so fast that I wasn't going to be able to hear you today. Wow, Thomas. I mean, goodness gracious. Choo-choo. I was joking around before the race, like, yeah, who thinks they're going to catch Thomas? And everybody's like, oh, there's a few fast guys in here. And it's like, well, Thomas showed them off today. Yeah, you think there's some guys faster than me? That's what he says. When you doubt Thomas, you say he's not the fastest guy out here. Look what he does. My goodness, Thomas, if there wasn't a competition yellow, you were going to lap the entire field at Watkins Glen, sir.
Yeah, we had a very fast car today. It was it's really hard with this new tire model, but we put a lot of practice in. Our whole team did, and so we showed up. I mean, all of our guys were fast. Some of them just got caught up in some unfortunate incidents, but I mean, even Grant finished second, and he did a heck of a job wheeling that car.
Absolutely, I mean, right from the get-go, right from the snap daddy of it, it was Thomas Gould all the way out there. KT looked like he was going to give you a good battle, but man, oh man, I asked Grant this, what's your favorite part of this track? Because, I mean, obviously you had the speed, but so everybody's got a favorite part of a road course, and that part that you can just nail it, lap in, lap out, that you really feel that you gain that speed.
Yeah, I think just with road courses in general, no matter what car you have, but especially these cars, you just have to be super patient. And, you know, when the car starts stepping out, you know, you got to have, you know, on-point throttle control. And it's really different with these kind of tracks because the tracks that these cars are usually on are obviously ovals, but they're more pack racing. And so when you get into something like this where you have to have throttle control and there's not a lot of downforce and stuff like that, you know, it's a completely different world. So the only advice that I can really give anybody is just to have a little patience, and wheel spin equals being slow.
So, I agree with you, but I'm going to ask you, both of those, or what you said there is kind of like a two-part. I'm going to get to both of those here, but on the first part, you say patience, and we're watching you go around Mr. Woods there at the end, and you make me clinch. You make me do a little Code Brown moment. I thought you were going J.R. Hildebrand it. Like, what goes through your mind? I know, Thomas, if there's anybody out there, you're the guy that's like, all right, well, he's in front of me. There's no reason he should be in front of me. He needs to be behind me. Is that all that's going through your mind? Is car in front need to pass?
Well, he was communicating with me down the back straight, and we kind of just didn't really get it to work. So when we kind of went into the bus stop there, we just were side by side. I was 40 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour slower than what I would usually going through there. So I felt like I had a lot of control going through the corner. Jonathan did a great job with his car control as well. So huge props to him. I saw a lot of crashes through there during the race, and we pulled it off. So a huge shout out to that guy as well. He had some great car control going through there.
Communication is meaning a lot then. So, because I saw that, and if you're not talking to him, that's a nightmare waiting to happen there. It's like you said, you sometimes going too slow can really affect you as well. As you get in that groove, you end up catching somebody. You have to woe it down, like you said, 30, 40 miles per hour, less than you're used to whipping it through there, and that can toss you off of your line there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just something that you have to practice, and so when you get into those types of situations, you're already prepared, for something, either bad to happen or just you're always driving on the defensive, really.
Absolutely there. And to hit the second part, like I was talking about here, you were talking about, when that kind of does get out from under you, you have to really have that throttle control to bring it back. I want to say, and it's not to take away from anybody else, but you look like you were really the only one that was 100% comfortable driving this vehicle on the absolute edge. And we saw a couple times where that back end did seem to trail out from behind you, and it seemed like if the other guys on the track were having an issue, it was maybe because they overwent a turn or overdid a turn there. It wasn't so much them pushing the vehicle to that 100% to the brink there. What does it take at a track like the Glen here to master that on the brink and on the edge of being controlled, though, as well? Is it all throttle control?
I mean, no. Within the sim racing world, we have a lot of tools that can help us, including force feedback settings, steering ratios, even steering ratios within your own base, your steering wheel base. So, I mean, you find a happy medium between, steering ratios, force feedback, offset, the types of wheels that you can put onto your base. That makes a huge difference according to the diameter of the wheel as well. I mean, there's a lot of things that we can use that can help us within sim racing itself. And, I always tweak with my force feedback and steering ratios and stuff like that. And I always try to find a happy medium. And so you can, I can tell you that I have a different force feedback setting and ratio for road courses versus ovals, and I switch back and forth in between them. And I never use the same stuff every race weekend either. I'm always, tweaking. With my brake pedal, I have like a performance kit on my brake pedals. So even with that, I can adjust dampening settings with my brake pedal and put different types of. It's like a cylinder, and the only difference between all of them is the how strong it is. So you could even mess around with that, and there's just a lot of different options you can do to help you with road course racing and oval racing. It goes back and forth.
I'm going to say this in the nicest manner that I possibly can here, but the fact that you ran or that were worked on a race team just amazes me. I'm sure. How many times did the crew chief just, Thomas, stop touching it? Just stop touching it, man. We're good. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
A lot. A lot. You can ask Tim.
I believe it. Trust me. I believe it. Like, hey, man, we're good. We can't get another tenth out of it. We're solid. Just stop touching it. Just stop. I can see it now. That's why Thomas doesn't work for the race team anymore, and he made some sense there, got away from it. He's like, man, they're yelling at me each and every week to stop touching it, but I'm supposed to touch it. That's what I'm getting paid to do. No, I'm just messing around there. Hey, obviously it's working.
Yeah, it pays off. It really does. If you take 10, 15 minutes to work on your rig or even go online and study some, different things about your wheelbase, you'll learn a lot and you'll be quicker.
Absolutely there. Well, Thomas, another fantastic victory here. As the train does, it starts to gain momentum here, and that's exactly what you are doing, is gaining that momentum here in the middle of the season here, pushing for the front of the pack here as points go.
Yeah, we're working our way. Like I said before, we had a rocky start to the season, but we're really excited for the end.
Well, sir, a fantastic finish here today. Who do you want to thank for getting it all done?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my wife for letting me do this video game stuff all the time. So big shout out to her. I'd also like to thank Checkers and Wreckers. Guys, go check them out on Facebook. They're trying to hit 10,000 likes, follows. They do podcasts every Sunday at 11 o'clock. So go check them out. They're going to be doing a giveaway at 10,000 followers, likes. So like I said, go check them out. Go see what they're all about. And go have some fun on their page. I'd also like to thank my guys at Imperial Motorsports. They're the reason why I'm so fast. They're great on data and communication. So huge shout out to Tim, Grant, Austin, KT, all the guys that work in Imperial Motorsports. They do a great job. And I'd also like to thank John and all the admins for this league, and also you, Sean, for the broadcast.
Absolutely. You guys put on a great show here tonight as Watkins Glen. Not as difficult as kind of everybody maybe thought as it was going into it. Plenty of practice definitely played key, and you could definitely see it played through here tonight. So shout out to all you guys at the Imperial Cup Series getting it done here, Thomas. Congrats to you guys.
Thank you, Sean.
Absolutely, and that's all we got tonight here with CWTV. Thank you so much for tuning in with us and having a good old time, because these are just some good old boys. And we will be back Tuesday. That's right, Tuesday. We'll have some fun, and it'll be interesting as always. Heck yeah! It's going to be a good old time, and thank you so much. We'll, said 21 is caught. Hell, this Steven still took points lead there. So Ross Tatum on the top of the points now. So Parr actually falling back there. It'll be interesting to see how they round them out here. It's still early in the season. We still got plenty of time here. A lot of racing left here with the Monsters of Dirt, Pricks of Pavement Imperial Cup Series. Like I said, that's all we got here today. Join us Wednesday with the Monsters of Dirt. We'll be back with those guys. Till then, thank you so much. I'm Tommy Boy for www.bwsports